Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick little tour of the Screamin Monkee garage. It's not a big garage, it's a 24 by 24. You don't really need a lot of room. It basically has a couple cars going on right now in it. This is the 51 Plymouth engine swap, transmission swap, rear end swap, disc brakes swap, complete wiring harness swap, everything swap on this one. We're in the process of working on it right now. You can watch the older videos I have on the kill mat and everything else. But I'm basically waiting for my brother to rebuild the rear end for me right now. He's got a machine shop at his access and as his disposal, and he has someone who knows how to rebuild 8-inch Ford rear ends, and he's going to take care of that for me, and then I'll put the rear end in. So that's kind of where we're at right now, and we're kind of got a wiring mess going on too. I got a painless wiring kit, but something to think about. It's just something you just can't jump into. But anyway, let's just do a quick little tour. I got this garage a few years ago. It's not by my house or anything like that. Got it really cheap. Bought it off a guy that bought it off a tax sale. So one thing we have on this in the garage here is a sign that my wife's company makes, reserved for Wagoneer parking only. If you want to get one of these, just put a comment in the comments section below, and we'll get back to you. Friend of mine, Fletch, he's part of the East County Lugnuts. Got a license plate recently from Colorado, so we figured we'd put that on the wall. Over here we got a fire extinguisher hiding in the corner behind or underneath the Wagoneer's rear cargo cover, sitting there. Obviously we have a trash can. This is a bench seat out of a Ford pickup truck. I want to say 93 or 94. I had an 89 that I wanted to put a bench seat in with a headrest in it, but it never made it, obviously. A couple drive shafts, one off the Mustang rear end that I'm going to put in the 51 Plymouth, and the other one's off the 83 Chrysler 5th Avenue that I got the engine and transmission out. So I'll weld those together. Maybe we'll make a video on how to do that. Just something simple. You don't necessarily have to take it to a shop. If you take your time and weld it properly, you should be able to do that yourself if you got a MIG welder or something like that. Got some lights on the walls, which not everybody has, and they're removable. They're just hanging on a nail. Some cheap LED lights that I bought. And what's cool about that is you can take them off and you can put them on the floor, like if you're doing some body work or if you're working under the car over here. It really brightens up the situation. So that's something you might want to consider doing if you have a shop. And then also, I'd cover the walls with plywood so I can hang things on it, obviously some cabinets and all that, or whatever I want to do. But paint it white so it makes everything brighter in here. A friend of mine gave me Maryland, of course. Why not? Got a Vietnam era silk American flag, because we are in America. Some seats, because when people come over they need a place to sit. Some excess insulation material in the ceiling. Basically put some insulation material. It really helps out in the wintertime and the summertime, keeping the heat and cool in the garage. It was really easy to do. Just use some drywall screws and screwed it into the rafter ties, and they have some metallic tape that you put on it. Some more lights, obviously. This is my cobbled together toolbox. Basically, we have the least amount of tools possible to work on cars. It's not something special. We don't have any major tools or anything like that. Did a total engine swap and everything. Not a big deal. Actually, I can get rid of some of these tools. Some of them were just used, like the circular saw was used to put the plywood up, so don't need that. Obviously, you need a broom. Got a nice little calendar from, where is that from? Erie Auto Salvage. Fletch picked that up also from Colorado on his last trip. I told him about a salvage yard that had some old cars that we passed outside of Denver. He picked that up for me. We sent him some stickers. Obviously need some of those. Rake, why not? Shovel. Sometimes it gets dirty in here. A random political sign. Ladder that I don't need in here anymore, really. It's doubling as a shelf right now. Got some recycled cabinets off a guy who just goes and redoes businesses, and he sells the old used cabinets. They're pretty cheap. Of course, I got a cabinet with stickers on it. You have to have one of those. That's where all the excess cheap parts go in there. And got another hood off of 51 Plymouth. I went ahead and bullnosed this one in case I want to do some customization. Basically made it all nice and smooth, and still doing some welding on that. That one came from North Dakota or South Dakota about 15 years ago. Came in on a Greyhound bus, bought it from a junkyard up there. Anyway, off of eBay. There's a seat off the 83 Chrysler 5th Avenue that may eventually go in the 51 Plymouth. Obviously another seat, a table for your drinks, guitar, why not, power. This is a neat little cart basically that a friend of mine brought over here. Helps roll around heavy things in the garage. You need plenty of cardboard on the ground too. Obviously you have a Jeep, you need cardboard underneath it because it leaks everywhere. Some more lights. Got a little college refrigerator, why not? Some more. A friend of mine that passed away last year. He's a veteran. And that was a image of in a magazine that it came from, I can't remember, let's see, it was Old School Raj, I guess it was several years ago that I put in there. A friend of mine gave me that sign recently. You need your Berryman over there, obviously, and your brake cleaner. This is a calendar. I used to have a motorcycle just like that. They made a limited amount of them, and that was from obviously '93. Cindy Margoli, why not? And got the radio, got the grinder with the wire brush because you use that all the time. It's kind of a mess right now. You need the vise, obviously. Random tools. You can't have enough of Teflon tape, obviously. And little air conditioner heater. It takes care of, since I insulated the garage, it takes care of everything. No problems. Little fan to blow the heat and cool around inside of here. A shelf I built. Holds the shop back, obviously. And then this is a industrial strength compressor. Really quiet. It's a lot better than those little ones that you have. This was actually thrown away, and my dad brought it home and just rebuilt the motor. I think he put a couple valves inside the compressor there. This is the original seat. Oh, there's a steering wheel off an old Plymouth, an oval steering wheel. That might go in the Plymouth over here. But yeah, that's the Screamin Monkee garage. Oh, one more thing. The wall of shame. I'm not much of a car show type guy. I won a trophy. Some friends wanted to go to a car show, so might as well put that up there, see what else we have. We got some stickers going on the wall. East County lug nuts. We need a place to hold those V-belts. Alright, oh, here we go. We got some Facebook finds, some rear quarters off of the grain Wagoneer in case I want to fix some of that rust that's going on. And the sniper box. Obviously, this is kind of a mess in here right now, but we're working on some things, so we'll clean it up eventually. Alright, take care.